Hello, brothers. This is Chuck's Off the Grid World. I'm going to attempt to change out my slide out awning on this slide out right here. It's my bedroom slide out. I'm going to replace it with this black awning right here material. I'm going to show you why I'm replacing this. This thing has been on here ever since we've owned it. We've owned it for maybe, I don't know, 10 or 12 years. And you can see it hurts just a bit. All the way down there. It's all rotted. I've glued it and tried to repair it. This right here, this part here, I believe is supposed to hook into this some way. But I don't see how that could possibly happen. Even if this were lined up to it, this thing here doesn't have a hook to hook into that. I'm not sure how that works or what that's for, but clearly it's not going to work for this. So I'm not going to even attempt to try to get it close to that. There's a way that I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it Chuck's way. It's what I found to be the easiest way to do it. I'm sure it's not the right way. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of criticism from viewers, but so be it. This right here, I'm going to take, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a razor knife and I'm going to just cut this loose. Well, actually, I'm sorry. First thing I'm going to do is I'll put a locking pin in there, which would be, let me go down here and show you what I'm going to use. I'm going to use some really high-tech stuff. All right, this is what I'm going to use to lock that down with. You know what that is, don't you? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So, the tools I'm going to need is a drill. It's actually a screwdriver. Possibly this screwdriver. Scissors, a marker, a razor knife, and some cuts. This coat hanger, I'm going to use this to cut this coat hanger. And I'm going to show you how that's going to be done. Okay, now if you look up here, in order to keep the tension, this thing's got tension on it, it's got a spring in there. And so I don't want that spring to come flying out when I cut this. But if you can see in there, there's a hole. I'm going to stick the coat hanger through that opening here and through this hole. And what that will do, can you see the hole? What that'll do is hold this fat, keep this from rolling out, keep it intact. I'm going to do the same exact thing down at the other end as well. So, and the next step I'll do after I get that so it doesn't unroll, I'm going to cut this. And then what I'm going to do, normally what I would do is I would take this screw out, but that doesn't have a screw. It's got a cotter pin or something. I'm not really sure what that is. I'm not even going to mess with that. I'm just going to take these screws out and take the whole assembly loose. Do the same at the other end. Take the whole assembly loose. That's my plan anyway. Whether it's going to work out or not, I don't know. We'll see. And then I'll just take the whole thing down. Okay, let me get down off this ladder. I got my truck here, so I can get up on the truck and use it as a ladder. So I'm gonna start out down here on this end here, trying to cut that. Not to cut it, but to put the pin in there, the holding pin. I'm gonna go up here and see what I can do. It's very difficult to do when you're trying to hold the camera at the same time so you can see it. But you know, I've been trying to grow that third arm, but it's just not been successful yet. Been working on it for years. Okay, now the hole is right there. I've got the piece of wire, stuck it through the hole. It's coming out through the other side, you can see it. Okay, now I'm going to bend it over a little bit. The only reason I'm bending it is to keep it from coming out of there, it's just falling out. Now I'm going to take my snips and snip it off. Snip it off. Snip it off. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to make sure that that's good and bent over so it doesn't come out of there. So that's going to keep that from just twirling loose. Okay. Got this end loose. Now we'll go down here. Oh, almost dropped my coat hanger. Got my tripod in the way. I'll get it on my back of my pickup truck. I'm gonna do the same thing down here. Hopefully that hole will line up. Most of the time it does not, and you have to turn it. Maybe that's closer, I don't know. Hopefully that's better. Sometimes you have to move this and look through this hole so you can find the hole to line it up. But it just got lucky and it's lining up. Now if I can just stick it through there. Okay, there it is, stuck through. Bend it over. It doesn't fall out. Bend it over. Take my snips. Just cut the excess off. Okay, here we go. Now it should not roll out when I take these screws out. Should not. Will it not? I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, got my drill. Like I said, normally what I do would be take this rod out and just pull this, but this is attached here somehow. So if you want to take these screws out, I can't get it out. So I'm just going to take all these screws out. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. But we'll find out. Actually, before I take all these screws out, I need to cut this canvas, or vinyl, whatever you want to call it. Take these screws out, and we'll leave one in there. I don't know if I need to take them all the way out or not, but I am. Okay, set these screws somewhere where I lose them. Now, see if I can turn the camera around this way some more. Not having somebody else using the camera is kind of difficult. Guesswork at best, but we'll see. Now I've got to do the same thing on that side down there. Hopefully I'm in the camera view. If not, I'm sure I'll hear about it. Okay, take these screws out. Drop it. Set those there. Okay, now I'll take and cut this. Makes it a lot easier. my razor knife and just cut that off. Okay. Well, it's cutting easily. This wire's holding it because it's not trying to twist. Okay. Try to keep dropping the screws down. Losing them. Okay, almost got it. Alright, well, see how that dropped down? The coat hangers is holding it from unscrewing. Now what I'm going to do is finish taking this off. This one might get a little spicy. This one end's just going to hang. Let's see. Might be where it would be a little handy if you had someone helping, but in Chuck's world, no help to be had. So I'm just going to have to ease it down to the ground, easy as possible. What I gotta do is take this one loose here. Hopefully I didn't do any damage on it. Yeah, it bent that a little bit, but I think it's gonna be okay.